Resident Alien Season 1, Episode 7 review.
I forgot that this episode had like one of my favorite lines in it.
Which one?
I would have to get a job as a firefighter or a
Or
pedophile.
a pedophile. Yes.
I mean, I swear, when you just have a mustache, you only have like two routes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You can go
three
cop.
routes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cop, firefighter, other.
Or pedo.
Or okay, you have four routes. You got cop, you got firefighter, you got pedophile, and the other one dropped out of art school.
No, because that's more of a goatee.
Hitler did not have a goatee.
Okay, but that's a totally different kind of mustache.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
He's talking about the 1970s molestache.
Or be part of the village people. But that's kind of incorporating the same ideas.
Exactly. The
It's
village
sort of-
people.
It's sort of a
was
retread
a
of the whole
firefighter.
thing.
Yeah.
But it is a different route.
Vaguely.
It's an adjacent route.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Or I mean, you could be a a cop stripper.
Again, another
I mean-
adjacent route.
Exactly. Another adjacent route. Or a firefighter stripper.
So many
Oh
options.
God. Oh God. I heard that there was a naughty. Oh God. Here is a male stripper.
Oh, good.
Oh God.
God. That's so wrong. Although, first of all, did you recognize the guest voice?
Vaguely, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Could you put your tentacle on it? Although technically it's not a tentacle.
No.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, well, that would be a way to. They would have an in with talking to him, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, Tudyk actually suggested it because they were going to have him using his own voiceover. He's like, no. Let's have Nathan do it.
Yeah, and it'll take all of about 5 minutes for him to do the lines.
Exactly. Are you high? Like my cousin has spent the last 6 years with the last year with a 6-pack strapped to his ass, and you're getting blitzed.
Hey, don't tell them I lied. I didn't crash. Who am I going to tell? Fish tank.
Oh yeah, break us out. Shit, I should have led with that. And they just think he's high, so he's just like staring at the octopus, and so they're over there high talking to the eel.
Like I have bad news and I have good news. The bad news, I crashed my ship. The good news is they didn't order the calamari.
Calamari is squid, not octopus.
What is the term for octopus?
Pretty sure that's just squid.
I'm pretty sure he said calamari though.
No, he said octopus.
Okay.
They didn't order the octopus.
I could go for some octopus right now.
Wait until after stream to get into your hentai stash, okay?
Hey, I can get into that whenever I want to. Thank you very much.
For the good of the stream, please refrain.
Fine, fine. I'll be generous this once.
Well, it's all a bit moot because obviously they're all going to die because they all fell down, fell down in a cliffhanger at the end of the episode.
Yep.
Oh shit. I realized, yeah, this is my last episode. I have to start watching them now.
Yeah. Spoilers, sweetie.
Well, I mean,
Ugh.
I say that, but I mean they've got to keep him alive. They got to keep I think Asa alive because she still got to deal with Jay. I think that was her daughter's name. Anyway, she still got that thread hanging, but
Mhm.
Darcy really doesn't have a lot of threads hanging at the moment. So, I mean, there was that thing with the new doctor, but that could easily be sheared off. Like, she's the only one without real plot armor in this situation. So, if they wanted to kill off a character, they could, but I doubt, though, that they will. Like, let's see. And weird that, like, they let them go on the whole, like, he's right there where the spaceship is. She comes out and they do nothing, though I think that was more him preventing them from doing nothing, or preventing from doing anything, because when they went to where a spaceship should be, it's like, shoot him anyway. He's like, what? No, stop, stand down.
Yeah. You psycho.
Yeah, he's the only one making any sense on this situation. Oh.
I mean, I kind of relate to her.
Yeah,
Just
a
go.
little bit.
Nobody will know.
She is my spirit animal.
Oh, and then we've got let's see. Oh, and we finally got the pharmacist. The pharmacist was caught, and the deputy's
Fine.
tired of the sheriff's bull, and is like, I quit. But I'm taking the hamburger because I don't want to waste food. It's wrong to waste food.
Yeah, after she beat the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Pretty much, she sums it up. It's like, sir, nobody that's stupid can come up with an elaborate plot to kill a guy like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no offense. It's like, none taken.
No, I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, it's like I'm not a murderer. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, I sold the pad, but dude, I'm not a serial killer.
Which makes me think, okay, now that we've kind of sorted that out, and that thread is sort of straightened out and plucked, it's the wife. Because, like, we haven't been introduced to any other characters that could possibly have a motive. Like, nobody else, like, people knew this guy, but nobody we've been introduced to has any motive to kill him or access to his insulin. Like, nobody else has a motive that we're made aware of. Now, this is taking into the fact this is a fictional story, so they would have introduced us to at least the person that had an axe to grind in some way, but there's just nobody with an axe to grind as far as we can tell. Like, he was mostly just the beloved local doctor. Everybody seemed to like him. I don't think we've been introduced to anybody who hated him. Outside of maybe some kids might have not liked him, but that's kids. Like, it generally seemed like we've never been introduced to any of that, so, like, nobody seems to dislike him. So the only person with access and possible motive, his wife. that we know of. Maybe we'll be introduced to a new character, and that character will be, oh, well, that was obvious. Once we know that they exist. Um,
Yeah. Well, see, I do love it. I came out here to be alone because I needed space. Space. It's like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would have been. He's the alien.
Yeah, just the way he talks, bro. Like, I needed space, like in the movies, in the TV.
It's new space. I love how she says, "Shoot them anyway." Delay that order. What is wrong with you? Like,
Which, now that we've found the device, like how much, there's kind of a couple ways this thing can go with the device. Like, he could lose it again, in which case that's gonna set it back a whole ways, or he's gonna have it, but he's gonna have to put it in his pocket and wait or something. Because, like,
Yep.
he's gonna have to wait at least until he gets out of there. So if he surreptitiously stuffs it in his pocket, zips it up and puts it in there, and then just like, because he's gonna need humans to get him out of the hole.
Yeah.
But as soon as he gets out of the hole and a place where he can get transport to get to wherever his ship is, then just boop, whoop, done.
Yeah, he'd at least need probably the kid to find his ship.
yeah.
That's a possibility, I suppose. But he might have,
Or
with
crack
him
it.
being able to act in the open instead of having to hide everything. Like, he might be able to build some device to help him find the ship itself, because he can then buy whatever he wants. He can buy, but he can go grab whatever he needs. He doesn't need to sneak around taking things and trying to find them. He just goes to a place that might have them and then just goes.
Oh yeah. When I finish this, my people will build a statue of me. Wait, they don't know how to build statues. I'll teach them. Shit, then I'd have to learn statues. Statues are for pompous people anyways. They
Plaque.
could just make me a plaque.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, just sort of jumping around, thinking about things. I do love the way way the deputy takes down the pharmacist. It's like, Sheriff's chasing him around, and chasing him around, and it's just like,
And she just walks around.
sees the broom and goes, oh, okay. Thunk. Boom, boom, boom.
Just like drops it like it's hot.
Click, click. Yeah. You can't, contract Miranda.
It's like Miranda's my thing.
Like, what does your device do? Think of it as a radio.
Yeah.
ET phone home.
Yeah, if you really wanted to make it very obvious, like, in a way that would sell it really well to him, just say, it's my way of you seen ET? It's like that. I want a phone home, but I need my device, and then I can get the hell off this blasted rock.
It's going to microwave your brains. I mean, yes. I gotta say, Hi Alien is fun Alien, just sitting in his bed eating chips. It's like it's easy to break into your house in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, can you ask your mom to put popcorn on the grocery list?
Oh, and the light bulbs in the lab he took. It was like, oh, light bulbs. You need light bulbs? No, I have a bedside table. I don't have to go to the store. Which is the most like mundane thing. It's like, oh, he's gonna use it for something cool. It's like, no, I just need lights for my bedside table. It'll be fine. And for the moment, it looks like we're gonna see the end of the wife is here arc. Like for the moment, it
Maybe I.
seems. For the
Yeah.
moment, like she's gone, but I've thought possibly that'll be the end of that before. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, she'll leave and then nope, nope. She's just gonna keep hanging on there.
I love it how it's like, wait, she leaves. That means no food. I must do something about it.
Stay.
Stay. Damn, that didn't work. Hey, at
Tried
least he has
nothing and I'm all
priorities.
out of ideas.
Hey, at least he has his priorities straight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
oh, and
Food.
the dreams. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
and this is my. Oh, I heard you fucking my wife. Why I was in the freezer.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, depending on how quickly he can get to his ship and use the device and whatnot, like he could, you know, uh, like it couldn't not even be a thing he needs to. Again, I know there's at least a season 2, so something's gonna get in the way of him using the device, but
Probably
probably lose it
morality.
again. But like he's like at some point he might take the time to get rid of the body. um at some point, like, but if he acted quick enough, like if he like I, yeah, we just don't know what's gonna delay it, because we know it's gonna delay it, so eventually he's gonna have to deal with the body in the freezer rather,
Yeah.
which that'll be interesting.
That was a great piece of acting by him, though. Honestly, the being both of them and just that difference, the subtle yet obvious difference between the two characters. Like,
Well, it's probably a lot easier to do the the
dead
dead
guy.
guy, because that's probably closer to what it's closer to a normal human. So playing a normal human,
Yeah.
where he doesn't have to remember all of the aliens' little twitches
Ticks,
and
twits.
ticks and weird quirks to make sure that he doesn't do anything weird. You know, he's got to retain that just non-humanity, for long enough.
Wait. You're saying that's difficult? That's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
that's not how people talk.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
I'm not an alien. Totally.
Yeah, this is, again, like I've said a few times here, this is a very densely written series.
And they do it so well. That's the key.
But I haven't
no.
read the comics this is based off of, but I'm gonna guess that that's probably how that how they can be, it can be so dense is they have the source material already, and so
Yeah.
it's just adapting it. And so you might throw a little filler here and there to pad it out to an episode, but everything is probably much like the comic. If the comic has enough material, I don't know. Again, haven't read it, so I don't know how much of the show is actually on the comic, but if it is on the comic,
I have not read
yeah,
the thing yet, so I don't know either.
yeah. But assuming they're adapting the comic, it probably is, because that's probably a lens to the how dense it is. Oh, and a little thing that I noticed today is usually when they have the little do's and don'ts
Oh, the
at the beginning
cards?
on the car on the at the beginning of the thing, and it it shows him pulling out chopsticks. It's usually one good, use it, do this, and one
Yeah.
bad, don't do that. This one was he used the chopsticks for noodles, good. Pulls out the chopsticks in front of it, and he's got a drum set, and he's got shades on, and it's like also check mark.
Hey, hey.
Hey, who has not done that, okay?
I mean, yeah. It's like do. It's like you have chopsticks. You're sitting at the table. You look around and you go do. Everybody tells you to step back in like a child, but you just flip off and says, "Mind your own business."
Yeah, who seriously, who hasn't used chopsticks as just for shits and giggles?
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
I don't use chopsticks enough to actually have done that. I've only maybe used them once or twice.
Apparently, not everybody knows how to use them.
I do. I learned how to use chopsticks before silverware.
Chopsticks are easier. I used to catch goldfish with chopsticks.
Hmm.
Like, actually catch goldfish.
Sushi.
Well, not to eat them, to feed them to the turtle.
Well, somebody is eating them.
True.
Oh, actual goldfish.
Because we had one of the little goldfish bowls, and we would get like 5, 6 goldfish at a time, and I would feed them to the turtle every now and then.
Gotta watch out for the thiaminase on that. But
The what?
thiaminase, I don't know if turtles have that problem, but I think some reptiles you have to be careful about feeding. Reptiles are fish because they have goldfish have something called thiaminase, and it can cause.
They're feeder fish.
Still, goldfish do have that, and some animals do have problems handling goldfish as a regular diet. Now, if you fed them something else as well, then okay. But
Well, that wasn't a regular diet. Those were
yeah.
goodies.
Okay.
That it's like ice cream. You don't feed
Yeah.
somebody ice cream every day.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. But yeah.
Also, I call them goldfish, but they were just feeder fish. They were like 10 cents each. And most of them were yellow or orange. Some of them are white.
Hmm.
And there were a few rosies too.
But anyway.
Anyway.
Like you don't take. You're a doctor. You don't take pills, drink bunch of alcohol. Bring out the weed.
Yeah, well, no, it was that. That's not how you get over this. That's not how you get over something. It's like you, and then they go to the weed, and it's like
Get
okay,
the weed.
yeah, well, yeah. And then you remember, oh, this is Colorado.
Yep.
Which means somewhere in that
Judy.
city, there's probably some sort of there's a weed shop. But oh, anything else to say about the alien of residency?
Um, I had one, but I forgot it because I forgot to write it down. It was something in the first few minutes. I just don't remember what it was.
Let me see.
Oh, I
Oh,
remember.
ooh.
You know how he said that the universe smells like burnt caramel corn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's not what it smells like. It smells like raspberries.
well, it depends on which nebula you're talking about.
No. Scientists say that
I remember that. I think I remember that too, and it was that was a particular nebula that smelled of raspberries. The people who have been to space and uh, have smelled their sort of spacesuit after they came back in has said it smells like burnt steak. Space smells
Mhm.
like burnt steak. Yeah, but I'm
Dang.
fairly certain that
well,
that was
that's
a.
probably the radiation.
Well, remember, the universe is actually really, really small.
Yeah, I mean, depending, it's all about perspective.
It's true.
When you have
I mean,
when you have FTL, it probably feels a lot smaller.
think about it in the way the world seemed really, really big back when we only used like sailing ships, and now you can go across the world in a day.
Yeah, and get shot down if you go into somebody's territory that doesn't want you there.
True, but I mean
Great times.
that's the fun of it. I mean, what?
But anyway, I think we've exhausted this.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right.